Hello and welcome to the Daily Tarot. This is the Daily Tarot for Sunday, July 20th, 2025. Thanks for being here. We're going to take a look at the tarot cards today to get an idea of the general energy, get an idea of what we need to know as we go through the day, or possibly you can use this as a review for the end of your day, and you can do either or both. Whatever you would like to do, it's up to you. Apologies, this is getting out a little bit late today. Mercury retrograde has already appeared for me personally on this side, and I hope everyone is managing their Mercury retrograde well and maintaining the proper attitude. It can be easy to get flustered. It can be very easy to lose patience, and Mercury retrograde is definitely a period of time to look at what needs to be cleared out. It's a time to reflect. It's a time to not try to put things forward, but instead look at what you have around you and reorganize, along with some technical difficulties and possibly transportation issues to make sure you have that time to sit and reflect. So speaking of reflection, let's look at the energies for today. I'm going to pull a couple of these cards. I'm using the Unveiled Tarot. I haven't used these in a bit. Very interesting and unique tarot deck. That's powerful. So, it's a really cool deck. So we're going to pull a couple of cards. We're going to pull one card with a pendulum. We're going to pull the first card with the pendulum. Getting the information now. And this one wants to also come out. So that is not our first card. Let's fan these. Try to here on this slick table. The cards are very slick, which is nice for shuffling and moving them around. All right, there's my pendulum. I'm just going to pull the first card, the main card for what we need to know today. What's the main energy? What do we need to know on a collective level, a universal level? What's the universal energies that we are going to be working with today? What are they here to teach us? How are they here to lift us up, enlighten us? This one right here, is there two there? There is not. And then the third card, it's the main card. This one's going to go underneath it. And then let's go with here. It's going to go here. I just wanted to flip over in my hand. 5 of Pentacles. It's really interesting that this is an interesting interpretation of the 5 of Pentacles. We'll get to that here in a minute. We'll see how that plays out. The Chariot, a lot of go energy. We're seeing this, and it's very interesting under Mercury retrograde that we're seeing the Chariot starting to appear in the readings a little bit more. Here you have a race car driver who could also be considered the old school gladiator chariot racer. How same song, different century. So it's a little bit about, the Chariot is always about managing and controlling fast-moving energies and being at the center of that energy and being able to manipulate and control both the yin and the yang, the black and the white, the positive and the negative, the physical and the mental. This seems to have a little bit of tradition to it, or there's an aspect of racing that is present in our culture. Us as human beings, I'm almost getting a slight sense of competition, but that things are going to move a little fast today. But it's the joy of being in that moment, the thrill and the joy of managing that energy and doing a very good job at it, having the skill to really accomplish some things today. All right. And then, the Hierophant, 2 majors today coming out. So actually, now that I see that, now I understand how this goes. And usually the 5 of Pentacles is about being cast away or cast out of a place, like being pushed away, being pushed into poverty, or being pushed, like the typical Smith-Waite deck is a couple being pushed out of church or not being allowed into the warm and caring church that is behind them, and they're, because of how they're dressed and who they are, they're not allowed into a particular thing. Here, this is a little bit different. Here you have a soldier wounded, possibly. This is possibly someone homeless coming back after serving in the military, after serving in this great, large social, national thing, and then being ostracized and being homeless on the street because whatever happened has caused them to no longer be allowed in. And I'm also getting a sense of weariness and exhaustion, and almost in a way, it's about mindset and about taking care of your physical body and the world around you. And then, of course, you have the Hierophant, which for me, a lot of times this can mean like the institution, the institution of the church, the institution of a university, the belonging to some sort of larger social structure that is connected to education or spiritual learning in some way, spiritual connection. The Hierophant has changed for me personally in a lot of ways, and it's definitely a call to how do you personally connect to the larger energies of divinity. And this card in particular, this may have been one of the cards that changed that for me, because here you have, a large religious figure, but then you have an inner image of almost like a shamanic energy of a person that with their divinity, with their connection to divinity, is helping others with that divinity, helping others with their own connection so that everyone can feel that connection. And that changes the original meaning of the Hierophant a little bit for a lot of people. For me, that's just how I read it. And so altogether, it's going to be a day, a little fast moving. It might be hard to get your connection into the energies today. And you might wear yourself out trying to, and you might feel like a bit of an outcast that you can't connect. And because things are going to be moving really fast, I think with all the other energies that are in play astrologically, you have Mercury retrograde. It feels like there's going to be a lot going on, and it's going to be very easy to feel disconnected and wiped out. So take some time today to really connect to that inner spiritual connection core, that link, and know that you have all the skills you need to deal with the energies of the day today. Because that's what this card is really all about. The Chariot is about having the skills to really navigate a race course, right? The skills to navigate a race course regardless of weather, regardless of your opponents, regardless of the outside environment. It's about being in the cockpit or in the chariot or in the seat, the driver's seat, and maintaining that energy and taking those curves and knowing how to handle everything, right? So rely on the fact that you have the experience already that you can tap into to deal with this. It might feel a little sluggish. The car may not be working as well. And you might feel disconnected. And this is a little bit about trust. This is a lot about trust, actually. Trusting your own abilities that you have and not relying so much on outside validation from other people, from someone else, but relying on that inner voice, that inner connection, and winning the race and racing and enjoying that without the validation of needing the win, right? The victory. Okay. Let's draw a quick punctuation card. See what the angels and ancestors cards have to say about all this. That one right there. Wow, that literally, I don't know if the camera caught that, but I trust in the unknown. It's about trust. It's about trust. I'm putting that right dead center. And again, you have Sky Father. You have kind of this idea of a big male being in the sky, again with the Hierophant. And so this is about tradition also. Now, regardless of gender, right? This is about trusting in your connection that you have felt before, that you know is there. You have to act and drive the car. Sky Father, take the wheel. Right? But not really. You have to be able to work with these energies, to handle this energy today, to work with the energies that are around the racetrack today, to enjoy the process today of the race without wearing yourself out, without being disconnected or feeling like you're being disconnected. That is not the case. No one gets disconnected from these higher energies, from divinity. And you have to lean into that trust, lean into that faith that you have folks looking out for you on the other side, whether they be ancestors, spirit guides, patron deities, saints. There are helpers on the other side that are helping, that you can connect to. Trust in the unknown. Enjoy the race today. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. Please leave a thumbs up if you like the video, and share this video if you know someone else that may need a reminder about today. And I will see you on tomorrow's video. You can always reach me by Gmail, right? alongadifferentpath@gmail.com. All that information is down below. And peace and strength, everybody. I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.